I'm sorry I'm so fashionably late. Apologies, apologies. Teething problems with signing on. It's been a challenge. I don't think there's anybody I'm talking to. So anybody who joined, say hello. I'll share the link that I'm live now. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone. Hello. Let me just try to make the lights softer. Oh, thank you. I need to clean my camera. That might help. We put this light on, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. I could have gone live on this other phone, to be fair. It might have been better. Hello, if anybody's on, say hello. I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm hoping to swap phones. Let me just try to send the link. Hi, hello. Please just say hello. Can I even see? Hello, Stephanie. Hello. I'm hoping that I can go on this other phone so that I can use my phone to check the notes that I have done. That's a good idea. Hello. Hi, Linda. I'm so sorry I'm so late, honestly. I tried. Hello, hi. I tried my best, but everything was set up for 8:15 and my laptop, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, just say hello. And then my laptop decided to pack on me. It wouldn't start. So, yes. Anyway, I'm guessing that you guys can actually hear me. I'll wait for us to be like, I'll send the link to a few people who have asked. Hi, hello. If people are waiting for this link, so I'll send it to them so that they can join us. It's going to be short and sweet. I'm not going to stay on for too long. It's just instructions on how we are going to get our weight to join. No, you've not missed. You've not missed. You've not missed at all. Whoever that is, you've not missed. Hello, hello, hello. I'll start in, let me see what time it is. It's 8:52. So let's start at 9 or in 5 minutes. Is that okay? And if you're here, please get water. Drink some water. This is the last day, perhaps, that you'll be able to eat what you want. I'm not trying to scare you, but let's be realistic. So if it's a parting gift to yourself, whatever, get water, get a herbal tea, whatever. If it's a drink you fancy, get it and let's start. If you're on the video, like it as well so that others might see and join. I'll be back in 2 minutes, so please bear with me. Let's start. Everything is set. Let me just send my notes to myself. Just bear with me. Hi, hi, hi. So we'll give it 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Hi. Okay. I think that we should start. There's 10 of us online, and I think that whoever joins later will follow up at any point they're able to. Yes, I think that that's the best thing to do. So let me introduce myself. I know I have a lot of new followers who probably don't know much about me, so I'll give a quick introduction and we'll get right in. Um, my name is Lua, and yes, I create content around lifestyle videos, but my channel really is very much on self-improvement and weight loss, helping us to achieve the best version that we possibly can. And that most of us are trying to lose weight, keep it off, maintain it. So people want to gain muscle, whatever you're after. I am able to provide support because I've been there. You're thinking, who's giving you the right to do? A lot of this is based on experience, and my personal. I'll just give you some really quick background about myself. People watching have known me personally, and others are brand new to my channel and have no personal relationship with me. So I would not say I'm thin, but I was quite small before I had my last baby, who is 4 now, so there's no excuse. And certain things that I believe work, and if we did not have lockdown, maybe I would not be sat here. First, I might not even have a YouTube channel. I'll probably be working full time. And two, I might have bounced back really quickly and been the slim person I was because I was very diligent with what I always ate. The reason why I said that this challenge is not going to require any gym membership is because I have never been one to vigorously go to the gym till I think 6 months ago. But normally I'm just really big on eating the right things. Eating the right things could mean anything, right? And that's where I have begun more research. I'm doing my qualifications, but in the meantime, I'll give you my experience and how I've gotten to where I am today. Please, if you're on, just say hello. Let me know those who are there. But if not, I'll just get on with it. So this challenge is called the September Omad Challenge. And for anybody who personally knows me knows that I can fast, I can stay hungry. It's not good enough not to eat. It's good to nourish your body, not just eat the right things. And that comes with discipline. That comes with having the knowledge. Hello, Linda. Hello, Arlene. Hi. That you guys should like the video as well once you're on, if you're logged on. If not, let's just carry on. So that comes with experience, that comes with knowledge, that comes with discipline, and that comes with hard work. So I decided to start this challenge because, like it or not, I have derailed. Life, in fact, the summer, most of us have enjoyed the summer. I've been traveling, not watching what I eat, and just living life. And I think that's the essence of life, to be able to, enjoy yourselves while you can, but not overdo it, and know when to curb it in, know when to stop, know when to kind of carry on. So what I have decided to do, there's been a few requests on, please Lua, to show my Instagram, help me to come up with the diet plan. So I support about 4 ladies and send them diet plans for the week. Some are on, some are not. And I just advise them what to eat. I'm big on being innovative with food so that it's tasty but healthy. And just based on the knowledge that I have gathered and my personal experiences, I have done all sorts of intermittent fasting. So if you're new to fasting, hello, Marie Noel, hi. If you're new to fasting, I want to just really talk about fasting quick before we talk about the do's and the don'ts of this challenge, okay? And I can tell you that you guys, if you follow this, I'm guaranteeing you that you lose weight, thank me later, and smile long term. So let's pay attention. So tempting as it is for me to say hello, I just want to get straight in and keep this nice and sweet. Now, first thing is, fasting is, most people think about fasting for religious reasons, of course, but fasting is a very, very old school form of keeping your body cleansed, in other words, right? It's it's a mechanism where your body flushes out toxins, it gets rid of. There's the science, like I explained in my video today, the science that backs what fasting does. But the thing is, most of us know, but we don't have the directions to start. And there are lots of shortcuts that you can take nowadays without me spelling it out, where you just lose weight. But trust me, the bottom line, why people put themselves through all sorts of risky, intrusive surgeries and all that is because they cannot discipline themselves. And what I've learned, because I love food. Anybody watching this live knows me that I'm a foodie. Foodie is just a way to say you just like long throat, you langa, you like to eat. But the way I do it is I have seen that what worked for me. So to tell you guys some story, when I had my first child, I was youngish, early 20s, and I was slim. I was like a size 8. You know, at that age, you're slim. And I did not believe that I could ever put on weight. I did not believe. I knew that I was slim and I would stay slim. I had him and I was not watching what I ate. I was a new mom, just enjoying life. I went over to Cameroon for my maternity. I spent 6 months. I went like a respectable size 10. And I came back to the UK after 6 months, a size 18, 20. I did not believe that I could be that big at 25. It took me 3 years to get to a respectable 12 or 2 years. But I was younger. And when you're younger, your metabolism is quicker. So you're able to burn fat faster. And then it registered that, oh my God, I have to make an effort, because although I was classed as a slim girl, I had to make that effort to stay slim. Now, to fast forward, I had my second daughter. I did not really blow up because I was so conscious and I was eating, making healthy choices. But what I was doing a lot was that I stopped processed food, processed carbs. And when I did a lot of research into nutrition and science, I realized that the killer is processed food. Processed food is everywhere you look around. You look left, you see fufu, it's processed. You look right, bread. You look, even sugar, white sugar. So I decided to cut that and just have a lot of veg and protein. And I never really became that big. So I learned a lesson. Absolutely. Yeah. So I learned a lesson, dear nuts. I learned a lesson that I had to make more of an effort as I got older. And when I hit 30, boy, oh boy, it was tough. But I managed and I got this rhythm. I'm going to share that today. What I learned was I became very consistent in whatever I was doing. So I used to go to work every day, boring as it sounds. I'll make a pot of a bowl of porridge, so good old oats, right? And I used to use zero fat milk and no sugar, just a bit of honey. And I'll always add my berries because they're really good antioxidants and I liked the taste. And I had that every day with one crumpet for 3 years for breakfast. And lunchtime, I'll just not eat because I want to go eat with my family at home. Hello, Jackie. Hi. Hi, hello. Because I want to go and eat with my family at home. So I will just go home and have a meal. But during the week, I never touched processed food. And it became like a lifestyle. They always say if you do something repeatedly for at least, I think it's 2-3 weeks, it becomes a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. So what I did was I made sure that every day I'll have my porridge I loved, and then I'll go home and have a meal during the week that was made up of veg, fish, or chicken. And I made very simple recipes. And life was great. I was actually a very, very sexy mom of 3 at the time. I weighed like, I don't even remember, I think 60 something, and I was a size 8, and I was going through life beautifully. Now, what happened? What happened? I got pregnant for my 4th, and I just thought I'm a pro at this. Nothing's gonna happen. Even if I put on the weight, I've cracked the code. And as soon as I'm about to go back to work to carry on with my berries, eating, and my oats in the morning and whatever, I went to work for 3 weeks and the world went into lockdown. And that was my killer. And it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I began working from home. And that's, thank you, Margaret, thank you. And that's why I struggled to lose weight. And that's when I went into all of this research, Omad, experimented, and I found a good place. Now, I'm not saying I'm a size 8, I'm almost a size 8, 10 up, and down I'm a 12, 14. But my goal is to lose weight long term. Now, I have given you guys some background about me, and that's what my channel is about. But not just that, I do a lot of lifestyle, fun stuff, vlogs. I'm a mom, right? And yeah, that's life. And I also try to add value. Now, let's talk about the main things that I think will help us in this challenge. First, the do's and the don'ts. It is really important that we understand each other. And I'll give room for questions in a minute, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is water. Those of you who joined at the beginning, I said, get yourself water. This is the 31st of August today, and I cannot lie, I've eaten a big bowl of fufu on a weekday. Because I know that this is going to be like the last supper. And it's not a good thing to do. Don't eat on the last day too much and you kind of spoil everything. But I know that I have discipline. I had a big bowl of fufu and eru today, because that was my one meal. Though I've not been doing one meal, but I had a big plate of food. But I never eat after 6. And I know that from tomorrow, the 1st of September, you all on this call will join me, and I can assure you I have mentored a lot of women on a one-to-one, and I still do that. And I will share some testimonies on my community tab after this. They've lost more weight than myself because they believe what I say and it's worked for them. So now the first do is that please drink water. I know that is very boring and that's not really going to be like point 1, but I've been talking and I'm thirsty. And sometimes you feel like you're hungry. It's not hunger, it's thirst. I shared on this channel 10 days challenge where I had 1 meal a day, and I chatted everything I ate because I was eating a lot during that period before I started. And the first day, my God, I thought I was going to collapse. I was so hungry, and every time I was hungry before my time to eat, I remembered somebody saying, you're not hungry, you're thirsty. Drink water and fill your stomach. I'll take my jug and I'll drink, and I'm still loving water. If you don't like it plain, you can have maybe lemon in it, that's fine. So the first thing is that please, during the times that you're fasting, and I'll tell you what times you'll fast, please drink water. If you like tea, you can have a little bit of honey. Yeah? Okay. Not a lot of honey, thank you. Not a lot of honey, just a little bit of honey in your tea, because we don't want your glucose to get spiked and or to distort what we're trying to do. So what are we trying to do? We are going to be eating in a window. When I say we all, we are accountable to each other, and I've created a Facebook group for support. I'm big on planning, so I'll share a lot. I'll hold your hands from virtually. I hold a lot of people's hands virtually already, so that should be easy, hopefully. And let me just share this with somebody who is asking for the link. Just bear with me. Oh God, sorry, you guys. When I start talking about weight loss, I don't stop. I'm just like, literally, a dog with a bone just runs off. Let me send this. And if you have any friends who might want to join, please feel free to get them involved as well. I've sent the link to a few people. Sorry, I did not send it before now. So, and if you're coming on, please like the video. Maybe close the door. Thank you. Go. Is it live? No, it's okay. I'll be on this device. Have you already gone live? Just leave it. Go. Thank you. I got my daughter helping me to do my technical issues, but it's resolved now. So, I want you guys to indicate just by putting your hand up. Put your hand up if you have ever fasted before. because I don't want to give, and for me, it's normal. I always fast. So I want to find out from anybody, just put, maybe just write, if you fasted, just say yes, please, so that, okay, hi Stephanie, have you fasted, right? Okay. Anybody else live who's not, there's about 12 of us watching. So please, anybody else who has fasted, I'll put the link to the Facebook group in a minute. Actually, I'll put it on my other channel. Fasted but couldn't last 2 days. Hi Arlene, that's okay. But now you're going to last 2 days, because the thing is, I don't know about you all, but I'm very competitive, right? And I didn't want to say this before, but I am going to reward, and this is going to be sponsored reward for whoever loses the most weight. That's why I said that all you need is to get your tape measure, get a camera, and get a scale. We shall lose weight together. It's easy. It is easy. Thank you, dear Not. So you have. Okay, so those who don't want to say, that's fine. What I'm proposing to make it beginner friendly for everybody is we do an 8. It's called 18-6. So in 18 hours you fast, and then you can eat within 6 hours. But I always say that when I used to hear that, I thought this is like torture. It's not a life, all this. But you forget that when you're sleeping, you're fasting. So for the 8 or 9 hours of sleep, it counts as a fast. So if you have a paper and a pen, or if you're smart enough, you can put it in your head. What I'll say is, starting tomorrow, as you go to bed this night, and I'm hoping that it's 9 o'clock, that none of us on here plan to eat again tonight if this is your time zone. So those of you in the US, is different. Calculate it with your time zone. So you go to bed, and in the morning you're a brand new person. Think about all the rubbish that you've eaten during the summer. No disrespect, but you have all eaten things that you're not proud of. The way I want to make it easy with your question, dear Not, is I don't want to be restrictive, because starting tomorrow you'll struggle. I want to make it clear that it's not going to be easy because it's the first day. But please, I want you to challenge me. Let it be easy for you, right? So in the morning, you can have your herbal tea, or you can drink water. Or if you're a coffee person, you can have coffee, but a little bit of honey, not too much, right? And maybe no milk. If you need coffee to get on the day, that's fine. All throughout your day, from waking up in the morning till 1 o'clock, try your best not to eat before 1. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is, most beginners who start fasting really struggle about 12-1, because your hormones, you've smelled food, and the way the body works. Let's talk a bit about the science. Is your body has a lot of stored fat. Even people who are lean have fat reserves. So when the body doesn't have food, it goes to the reserves that it's built, and it starts with the fats, and then it goes to protein. And that's when you talk about things like fatty acids and all sorts of ways that you burn fat. And the longer you fast, the better the process of burning fat long term. And that's why some people do alternate day fasting. And I did that as well. So you get into autophagy quicker, where your body starts eating its reserves. So don't be worried that you pass out, because you'll be amazed. I have known people who've done religious fasting for 30 days and not passed out. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that don't worry at the beginning if you feel like, I cannot do this. It's going to make you lethargic at the beginning, but you'll get better. The question of what you can eat is, once you're able to eat at 1, I'll say this, I'm not going to tell you what to eat. But what I'll suggest, right, depending on how disciplined you are and where you live and what access you have with food, is the first thing is, I'll stay off. If you really want good results long term, during the week, let's make a rule that during the week, you can exclude Fridays. Please eat clean. You'll thank me later. You thank me in a month. Because if you eat clean, what that does is it makes the process quicker. because on a Monday to a Friday, that meal that you eat, especially if it's a nutritious meal, you don't feel hungry. The more carbs and crap and sugar you put in your body, the more your body craves it, especially at night. So what I'll suggest is, if you're struggling the first and you like to eat rice, I'm not going to say don't eat rice because I don't want to punish you double. You're already fasting. I don't want to say don't eat what you like. So if the way this can work for you is when you have to eat, eat if you want to eat your fufu, your rice, your pasta, your whatever, have it and satisfy that craving. And then if you are eating in 2 or 3 hours, you can eat whatever you want during that time. Please include fruits. Include a lot of roughage and fiber because it helps with your bowel movement. When I talk about fiber, I mean things like nuts, things like beans, things like black leafy vegetables. So things like spinach, for the Nigerians online, things like even your edikaikon, whatever green leaves that you have, incorporate it because you might struggle in the toilet. TMI. So add fruits to that meal. So if you've watched my videos where I chatted my experience for 10 days, I have loads of that on my channel and I can even show the playlist later. On the times that I ate, I had like my main meal, which was always like a protein. So I might have like a piece of chicken, a piece of fish, maybe a piece of pork or veg, sauteed veg. And then I'll have, so this is your plate. Yeah. I wish I had a plate to show, but let's just use my palm. And this is a rule again that has worked for me over the years. Half of that should be, in my opinion, vegetables. So the thing that I find easy is if you live in this part of the world, you can just go buy broccoli. It tastes beautiful and it's an acquired taste. The more you have it, the more you like it. Throw in some carrots, put in a steamer, few minutes, and you can have that. That is what your plate should look like, half of your plate. It will not break the bank, but it will make you stay full all day. The other half should be divided in two. You should have a protein. And that protein doesn't have to be meat, fish. It could be beans. It's very high in protein. Those of you who are vegetarians or vegans, you can have tofu, you can have replacements. And then the other part should have your carb. It doesn't have to be the boring, because when I talk about carbohydrates, I mean complex, not simple. Complex carbs are carbs that you just get from the roots of the ground. Potatoes, right? Sweet and Irish, wheat, that other things. So what I try to do to make things more interesting is when I have my carb, and when I kind of crave carbs, I think about things like maybe couscous, bulgur wheats. When I tell people, they're like, I've never heard about bulgur. Please, you can search for bulgur. That's like rice. It has the same flavor. I'll be sharing my next few days meal plan. You can have quinoa. Again, people don't like quinoa, but it's an acquired taste that you'll tend to love with time. So you have that and have a fruit. Maybe have like a medley of fruits or whatever fruit you have. If you're in Africa, you have pawpaw, mangoes, whatever is in season. The UK, whatever. I just threw everything and anything. Oranges, because I could only eat fruits within the window, because fruits could spike your sugar levels. And what we're trying to do is keep those sugar levels low. So that's what fasting is about. So that's what I'll propose now. Let me actually read out the do's, okay? That's an idea of what we're going to do. So if you break your fast at 1 o'clock, you can eat till 3 or 4. Top, even if you feel like, oh my God, at 5, I want something, or I'm making food for my kids, I want to eat some. That's fine. But please, the first do, or let me start with the don'ts, right? Let me go to the don'ts. The first thing that I'll say you should not do is don't eat after 7. Give your body at least an hour or 2 before you go to bed after eating. Hello, Manasla. Oh, hello, Roderick. Hi. So make sure that you eat before 7, because I'm assuming that you go to bed about 8, 9. If you work nights, it's different. That's different. It doesn't matter. But don't eat after 8. The rule is that don't eat when it's dark. And there's something that can be explained. I did some research. I don't want to use the wrong terminology, but my research led me to believe that when your body is at sleep, right, we use certain stored energy and fat and we burn fat better. So the way the body works is when it's dark, that mechanism kicks in and you really should be sleeping. That's the first thing. So try and incorporate sleep. But on this point of the don'ts is, please, on this challenge, I'm not going to be there with the cane. We're going to send you your measurements and your pictures. And as I said, I'll send you the Facebook group and my Instagram, and I'll keep it and I'll remind you every week. That's what I'll do for you for free, because I love you guys like that. The gift that keeps giving. Okay. So what I'll say is, that's the first thing that you shouldn't do. It's tempting. When you're hungry, go and sleep, watch some videos, watch a movie, drink some water, maybe drink a warm tea, because water sometimes, when I say water, I keep drinking water. If you guys are watching and you've not drank, drink. Water is magic. Water is magic. Okay? Talking by yourself is really ridiculous, but we're there. So yes, that's the first don't. Don't eat after 8, please. The next thing that I'll say, I've already talked about this, is don't, during the week, please, if you want this challenge to be effective, don't eat rice if you're able to. I don't want to be too strict, but personally, the thing that worked for me is having that day that I look forward to in the week. And most people have it weekends. You know, when you've had a difficult week and you're just going to work and you're eating well, having a salad, you can have a salad. Or the black coffee, no, you can just black coffee. If you can manage a little bit of honey, maybe no honey, I prefer it to be black. Or if you really want to get the flavor, use zero fat milk. Yeah, I used to use zero fat milk when things were bad. You know, in the UK it gets cold. So I found that when I had a warm drink, and I'm a coffee addict, so I used to have black coffees and add a little bit, if I really needed to, add a bit of zero fat milk. But I'll try to push my coffee about midday, so that I've managed to fast from, say, 8 p.m. the day before. So I explained this already in my old video, but I'll do it again. When you stop eating at 8 or 7 p.m., the next morning is 12 hours. That's just, I think, pretty straightforward maths, right? That's your next meal. So that's 12 hours already. Simple. So you're thinking 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. How many hours is that? You've got another 17, 18 hours. And that's you done. And most of us don't even eat in the morning, because either our moms were busy or we just don't like food in the morning. But if you're somebody who gets hungry much later, push it. Push your body. Push yourself and try to maybe eat about 2, 3. But if you wanted your coffee, then maybe it's better to have it just before you break your fast, so that you don't spike your sugar levels for nothing. That's the other thing. The other don'ts, I think there's 2 other don'ts for this challenge, and I'll go to the do's and we'll have a chat and I'll answer some questions. Right. Please don't fast for over 40 hours if you're on this live stream, because I don't want to be responsible for anybody struggling. And because again, we can take these things to extremes and think that it's funny or you're doing well, but there is a thin line between wanting to lose weight and going extreme on your weight loss. So I think for maybe let's say that 40 hours is the absolute end. Those who want to do alternate day fasting, but I think most people on this chat would want to do at least 20 hours if you're pushing it, and at least do 14 hours. So don't break it before 14 hours. Try as much as possible. Coconut oil, unfortunately, no. If you're fasting, you have to wait. After you've broken your fast, fill your boots. You can have as much as you want. But before that, it'll be better if you don't, personally. Because oil, again, its protein is good, but it will spike certain things in your body that we want to keep low during your fast time. I hope that's okay. Now, the next don't is when you're eating, right? Don't eat and be hungry. How do I explain this? You know, when you're eating 3 meals a day, you can say, oh, I've had enough, I don't want to overeat. But when you're fasting and you're doing 1 meal a day, the time that you eat, please eat and burp. I'm like, whoo, I've eaten. This is a trick that you'll thank me later, because I've been fasting for 3 years, almost every day. So when you eat and you feel like you've eaten enough, it will take you longer to look for food. But when you eat and you try not to eat too much, you have to make an effort, because I can assure you that your stomach is going to shrink and you'll struggle to eat. That's okay, don't force it. But if you feel like you're hungry, and there's certain days, if especially with a woman with hormones, like today, my God, I could eat a baby, I ate a lot, but that means that I'm contented till tomorrow 2 o'clock without thinking about food. That's what I'm trying to explain. That when you put your meal, have a wholesome meal, especially when it's a weekend, when it's your time off. On a weekday, still eat okay, because you're eating the best food. And once you're breaking your fast, you're not breaking your fast, you're nourishing your body. Think about that. Because if you think they're nourishing your body to keep you going longer, you will do better. I know that this sounds like, oh, I've heard this, but trust me, I'm a normal person. If anybody who knows me on this life, I'm not special, I'm not a geek, I'm not somebody who goes to the gym, I'm normal. But I know that the things I have done has helped me keep myself looking good. Yes, and I'm trying to, share that knowledge today and on my channel. So let me give you the last don'ts, and we'll go to the do's. The do's are better, and we'll show some practical things. Good, this is interesting. The last don't is please the scale. Don't weigh yourself every day. I know you might have it in your toilet, in your bathroom, everywhere. Don't do it, because what it will do more often than not is it might demoralize you, because you would have worked so hard, and then you think, my goodness, after 1 week or after 2 days, I've not lost any weight. Of course you would not have. Maybe it's just water retention. Again, give yourself at least a week. So what I'm going to propose based on that point is, weigh yourself tomorrow morning. The morning is always the best time, and it gives the best results. If you weigh yourself tonight and you weigh yourself in the morning, you'll probably be smaller. So in the morning and at the same time gives you accurate and consistent results. So weigh yourself tomorrow, the 1st of September, and keep it somewhere. Maybe like a note on your phone. And for the ladies, I realized that it's not always about the scale. It's about inches lost. It took me a while. I know the scale. I keep looking at my scale, and I think I'm not really happy with my scale right now, because I've not been good. So I'm not tempted, trust me. So sometimes it's not about weight loss. When I was going to the gym a lot last month, I felt so frustrated, because I was building muscle, I was having a lot of protein, but the scale was not moving. It wasn't. So it got me a bit demoralized. Sorry. It got me a bit demoralized. So what I'll say is, weigh yourselves maybe just once a week. Share your weight tomorrow with me. I'll be looking forward to your emails. I have all of you who said you're joining this challenge on my community. So I'll chase you, or you chase me on Instagram, and I'll put my links, everything in a minute. Actually, I don't want my daughter to put it on. And yes, and then measure yourself. The places that most of us struggle is the tummy. That's why sometimes when I do my videos, I feel like I'm very vulnerable. I feel like I show the most intimate part of my life, because it's hard to actually show your tummy to a million people. Like my video that has maybe caused most of the questions and the controversies, the video where I lost about 8 kilos in 2 weeks, and my tummy felt like I was pregnant. I am always bloated, and to show yourself in that manner, it just means that you've gone past a certain level of maturity. So our tummies are very, very difficult places for us to lose weight because of the hormones. And once you exercise, you don't choose where you lose weight. That's another myth. You lose weight everywhere. So some people start losing weight, say in the tummy, some people the laps, like the thighs, others the breast area, others the arms. different places. It's good to know yourself. But if you are consistent with fasting, I can assure you that you lose weight evenly. Try to watch the video I did today. I published that video this morning and I compared what the benefits of fasting is. And I can tell you guys that when you fast, you lose a lot of weight everywhere and you stay toned. You don't have that much saggy fat because you might lose the first month a lot and then it plateaus and it just loses steady. People who have done 1 meal a day for 2 years are size 8s. You, period, you don't put on weight. If I put on weight, anybody who knows me, because I'm not following what I preach, but I am determined to do it. And I did not really need to because I was maintaining my weight. But now I have a target. Thank you. I have a target, and my target is for my big 40th, exactly 2 months from tomorrow. So I thought that I'll join you, ladies and gents, and watch you see magic, if that's what you call it. I'm not doing that for the purpose of that. It's for my personal reasons, because everybody has an aspiration. Everybody has a wish. And mine, I was saying to some of my girlfriends who's, Jackie, I see you. I think I mentioned to you that people wishes maybe to have like this nice princess dress and take a 40th picture. Mine is, I want to be toned as hell. I want to look good. And I want to enter my 40s keeping myself looking good, feeling fit, feeling healthy, not tired. And the way you do it is when you eat right, and you eat, I don't have to necessarily be Omad all my life, but once you've done it for a long time, you make healthier choices. And that's how I am. I don't remember the last time I actually walked into my house and ate rice. No, because I'll just go to my pantry. I always have bulgur wheat. I'll boil that and it works. Wow, water fasting, that's tough. So Omad, for you, Jackie, will walk in the park. If you've been on water fasting, that's tough. I think I've done all sorts of diets under the sun, more for experimental reasons. And water fast is good and it's tough. It is tough, but you have very good results at the end. So I think that's it on the don'ts. I talked about the scale. So please I'll go and get my tape measure and I'll be vulnerable and I'll show you guys my inches, my arms and everything later on, and my weights. And you guys should do the same. You don't have to tell me now online either, no. And you wait for a week. Don't do it before the week because you'll be excited and you look forward to that morning on the, is it the 8th? When you climb on the scale and you'll be screaming like Lua told me, and I'm like, I know, I told you. So let's go to the do's. Let's go to the do's. That's all about the don'ts. The first thing, I think most of the do's we've covered it. I said eat within a window. 18 to 6 for beginners, 20 to 4. And I would probably do 20 to 4. So I'll eat in a 3 or 4 hours window. I find it easier. Because I'll try to meal prep. Even if I don't, again, I'm experienced eating healthy. I was saying to my mom before that I could come down and there's nothing, and I open my fridge and I see a piece of chicken and I turn it into a meal, a healthy meal in 5 minutes. But if you're not that organized, and the biggest do or the biggest thing that you need to make sure that you incorporate is planning. My motto used to be, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you're not really good at just coming up with recipes, although I'm going to share a lot, and I have shared, I think I have 100 recipes on my channel. I have been on had this channel for 2 years, but I give what I eat in a day all the time. And I'm going to share on this video little wins, things that you might think, oh, this is a meal. I'll give you some ideas at the end, right? So I find it easier to eat in a 2 or 3 hour window because I satisfy everything I want. If I want breakfast, I'll have it at 1. I can eat. And I'll wait to be working at 2. If I'm not working, I'll have my meal. And I can even have desserts. And I have a lot of healthy dessert made up of like Greek yogurt or even just dessert. But I'm saying during the week, go easy on the sugar. You're sweet enough. You are sweet enough. So go easy on the sugar during the week. Yes. So that's the other do. Now, let's talk about more serious stuff. Very serious stuff. Not very serious, not to scare you guys, but when we lose weight, scientifically, 20% comes from exercising. That's why I know people, even my gym instructor is not a small person. I hope he's not watching. It's not when I was going to the gym. I've not been to the gym in a while. But when I was, he's chubby. He does eat. I see what he shares on Instagram. But he's very lean in terms of muscle, right? If you work out 5 days a week and you eat junk, you will be fat. You will be fat. And I'm going to try to be as harsh as possible. And there's something that my husband always says is you are what you eat. And I follow him now because it is true, you are what you eat. When you whatever you eat reflects on you directly. All this story of I go to the gym and then you come and eat a big bowl of fufu. I'm sorry, don't go to the gym. Don't eat that fufu. Don't go to the gym. Stay and eat and don't eat. And let's see who puts on weight. So I'm saying this because I want to include, and it's not the be all and end all, but I hope that you can do just 5,000 steps. 5,000 steps, I'm sure most of you do a lot more than 5,000 steps. Because if you're a mom, if you're not a mom, right? I remember that I was chatting my history from my Samsung phone. And I looked at back in the day when I was a skinny mini with 3 kids. I was like, I'll look for some pictures and posts. And I used to do 20,000 steps without even knowing because I'll pack far. And I did not even, one day I did and my phone said, wow, 20K steps. Where was I going to? Going to maybe to this shop and I didn't want to drive. Now I've become so lazy. But at home, I have made a rule that if I'm not going to the gym and for this challenge, I will try to stick with just moving around and reduce my gym. Some days I might go for my classes, which I just like my spin classes and circuit and pump. But for you guys who don't like the gym, no problem. I was like you for so long and I was very lean. So try to put the steps. You know, when I was about to just call my daughter now to get me my tape measure, I'll leave you guys and I'll go up the stairs. If you've not got the stairs, just walk. The days that I was so disciplined last year, when if you see my community tab, the pictures that are there, I was so big at this peak of lockdown because we were locked down with my mom and 4 kids and my husband, and it was such a warm year and we were barbecuing. If you know me, I love to cook, and I put on so much weight. And the day I decided to get serious, I was doing 10,000 steps a day. And those 10,000 steps, if I realized I've not done 10,000, I'll go up and down the stairs till I hit it. So now for you guys, I don't want to be that stringent or that harsh. I'll say do 5,000. Let's see how the first week goes. By the way, I'll have a live session hopefully every Friday if I'm available, or at some point during the week I'll inform you guys and just see how the week has gone, and I'll give you instructions for the next week. I'll do that for the month of September, but those who want to carry on in October, feel free to, but I'll have a different proposal for you. And I'll carry on till the 1st of November when I enter my 40s looking hot. So that's the plan. So please try to do 5,000 steps. What I said is you don't need a gym membership for this challenge, but you need your feet moving. You'd be surprised if you don't have a smartwatch. I got myself one, and I'll link this. It's very, I think it was not up to £30 because my last watch built up on me and I left it on holidays. So this is just going to count certain things, especially like your steps. I've only had this watch now from before I set up this live, taking a shower. I've done 2,000 steps, but I did not use it before. So even if you have a phone and maybe you work maybe in the care industry where you're moving constantly, I'm sure you beat us to 20,000 steps. But if you're not and you sit down and work, I sit down on my desk. I'm sedentary. I don't do anything hard. I'm on my desk all day, so I have to make that effort. And the other thing is, when you walk out, the effect is different. Taking a midday walk, what it does to your mental health, guys, you thank me. It's different from going up and down the stairs. So try to squeeze some time. It has to be a lifestyle change. The times that I was such laziness again is a video that I'll do on this channel. We all have become very lazy. Just think sometimes you just want to cuddle up, especially when it gets cold, and just sit down and be on your phone, just, scrolling on your phone, instead of going for a walk, 10 minutes walk outdoors. You can even do 1,005. Then talk about making the kids food, all that. You'll tell me. So try to do 5,000 steps at least every day, please. And you can chat it, and I'll ask you guys randomly to show. So please do it. Please, I hope I'm not wasting my time here to talk, because it does take time to do this, because I could be watching on my phone now and scrolling, cuddled up, lazy. I'm here with you guys. So please take me serious. So that's it. Big exercise. Yeah. Now, the other thing I talked about was water. I don't want to say drink 3 liters a day. Nah. This is like a gym bottle, and it's 600 ml, I believe. Yeah, 600 ml. This is just an average thing. If you can drink 3 of this, I have this big gallon, my goodness. And the gallon was meant to encourage me, but it was counterproductive, because when I saw it, I just felt defeated. So I have learned that this bottle is better, because I know that if I drink 3 of this, actually 2 of this is about a liter and a bit, right? So if I drank 3, I know that I've done so well, and it's so easy to drink it. I started this life and it was a full bottle. Before I finish, I might have done all of this. Sometimes we're thirsty, we don't realize it. Water makes your skin glow. Water makes, like, being a black girl, and forget this lighting, I am extremely dark skinned, right? And to maintain my color without adding all those products, water has done a lot this summer for me. And I just feel I glow when I deliberately drink water. Now, talking about water, there's this thing, electrolytes. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about it. If you haven't, don't worry. It doesn't mean that you're not healthy. No. It's terminology that you learn in the fasting world. Electrolytes are liquids that would help you to get hydrated, keep you going, and balance certain things, hormones in your body. I don't think I've used my last sachets when I was in the US, so I have to buy some, order some. But you go to the shops, you can buy, it has different flavors. I think I've done a video on this actually on my channel. And they have different flavors, and they're good. You just put it in water and you drink it. When I was on alternate day fasting, the days that I don't eat, I had electrolytes, a container. It's very nice, it's sweet, but it just hydrates you. So again, if you struggle with water, you might want to add that, but please try to drink 1.5 liters. I gave this bottle, I don't say you should go and buy it. I got it from Holland & Barrett, but I'm sure you have similar. So just try to get a bottle that is not very scary. And I keep drinking. And I'll challenge you, because now I've finished it before my live show ends. So just try to, just remember that I have to get high. Especially you're not, I really talk fast, sorry. When you're not eating, your mouth gets dry. And then you might start having breath problems, right? So water will help that. And the way that I fight with that, man, is brushing my teeth. Yes, potatoes is fine. That's fine. Potatoes is fine. It's a very good root vegetable, and it's a natural carb. It's not processed. So you can have a mint, 0 calories, 0 sugar mint. And talking about sweetness, let me show you something that I have. Just stay on, and I'll show you this with my vitamins I take, and we'll go to the next do. And yeah, any specific calorie intake during Omad? I don't want to be, that's a good question. Let's leave it for the last, please. Let's leave that for the last. I wish I could pin it so that I remember to respond to that. This live thing is very new to me. That's why. Let me pin this message. Oh, I'm getting better at this, I am. Just bear with me a second. Let me get my sweetener, what I could propose you guys can use. So when I talked about you using honey, this is something that is really good. I buy it from TK Maxx. Again, it's upside down, sorry. 0 calories, 0 sugar, is caramel and pecan, the different flavors. It's some like the days that when I want coffee in the morning and I'm like a zombie and I'm fasting and I think I don't have to have honey, but I want coffee. I just add this. So you can buy them, you can even buy it online. It's just called skinny syrups. They're called skinny syrups. They're really made, they're good for yogurt, lattes, but I use it more for my coffees, even baking. Yeah, so it cost $4.99 in TK Maxx. These are the things that I'll share later on. So yeah, I'll answer that question about the intake. I talked about water, so I said 1.5 liters or 3 bottles, and you can drink more. The more, the merrier. I don't think I've heard about anybody who's passed out because of water. Again, not too much water because you deplete your salts. And I'm going a bit scientific now, but if you have too much water, if you're doing like alternate day fasting, you might deplete all the salts that you're trying to add with your electrolytes. So I think 3 liters is okay. It is. The other do is fiber. I talked about leafy greens, nuts, oats, beans, and fish. They're really high in fiber and they help you not to get constipated, because if you eat one meal and the meal doesn't have the right things to send you there, the constipation is more. But when you eat more, you go to the Mr. Lou more. So just bear that in mind when you're making your choices. And I'll do I'm definitely this weekend I'll do a bulk, like a batch cooking, and I'll show you how quick you can do it. And if you are lazy, without any disrespect, you can copy what I do every week, maybe in retrospect, because the video might come out on Sunday night, I don't know. But then incorporate the right things in your diet. Let me talk about one thing: detox. If possible, this is not an absolute do, but it's just advice. Coming from somebody who is obsessed with juicing, it's not about juicing, but I have to throw juice in because juicing and raw food changed my 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 whole weight loss concept and my life. I went through a period where I had only raw veg and fruits for 10 days, and I thought I was losing my mind in a good way. And anybody I've spoken to about this talked about my vivid dreams, how my body completely changed. Forget the weight loss, that I lost a lot, but it's good to detoxify your body. So you don't have to do that kind of crazy thing, especially if you're on 1 meal a day. But I'll propose that maybe once a month, you can have a day that you detox your system. And the things that are good with detox are things like celery is the biggest one. And also things like ginger. I have a whole playlist on juicing on this channel. So you can choose one of them and maybe just once a week cleanse your system, remove all the toxins, all the waste. But fasting will do that for you anyway. But yeah, that's the other thing. I just thought I'd make a note of detox. Again, as a celery juice is really good. And in the celery, you can have things like, talked about, you can even add lemon to that. You have ginger, you have mint leaves, and other things. You can also have the red juices like beetroots, green apples, red apples. There's a lot, but I'll try to, send you to my playlist to look at that. Let's not digress too much because I can go on a whole tangent on juicing. And then talked about fruits, veg, and protein. I've talked about that. Protein is important. Yeah. And then now, follow your body. If you feel like I'm not with this, oh my God, I'm going to let Noah down. No, you're not letting me down. You're not. Again, if this is something that you want to do long term, then it's okay to have days that you feel that way. So don't beat yourself up. Like I said, the days that I just say sod it. But for this September challenge, I'm not letting you do that, okay? I'm joking. If you feel you need to, by all means, take a break. And the last thing is, don't forget to take pictures. Don't forget to take pictures. That's my last point. Pictures of when you hit the camera. And I've done it in an hour, but I'll give you guys another 15 minutes to recap and show you some things. Because when I was at my biggest, I'm struggling to find pictures because I hated myself so much. And I remember during lockdown at some point, I took some pictures during my hair and I deleted it. And I was this big. And then in a couple of weeks or months, I went like this and I kept saying, Why do I only have a few of these pictures? So the thing to do is take before pictures so that you can appreciate what you've done. Because I can tell you that you'll thank yourself when you look and you think, this is what I was. This is how I look. And take those pictures and send to me. That's my testimonials. You can take your face off if you want, but take them for yourself. And then you put that somewhere in your gallery when you're slim and when things are okay and when you've been able to discipline yourself. Let me just say one last thing, right? Most people here are from our community. So you saw what happened with the real worry Pekin when she talked about surgery. And she said that the biggest issue she had was that she did not only just not like being fat, she had health challenges. And then she'll start and she'll stop. And I have to be honest, the people that I'm closest to struggle because of discipline. They struggle. And most of us do. I do. But some people have what they call a willpower. Not everybody is born with a willpower. I might be one of those people. If I say I'm not eating this, I'm not eating. If I say I'm not eating, I don't. Not everybody is like that, and I have to be accommodating. But the thing is that you have to train your body. If you watch stories of people who've transformed themselves without necessarily going on a knife, they've had to discipline themselves. And that is why the people that I have mentored, I said, if you can do 1 meal a day for a month, I tell you, you will do it longer. Don't stop, because it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Yes, when I say don't stop, I'm not saying, oh, I only have to eat in 2-hour window. No. Like everybody else, you have a break, right? People who are on alternate day fasting for 4 years, they have holiday breaks. I mean, even if you're not consciously thinking about it, just remember that when you want to eat, right? When you want to eat a meal, you just think, what time is it? You might go and visit a friend on a weekend, like a family, and you get there at 4 o'clock. And you don't eat at home before you get there. Those are the kind of these things that you think because you want to go there and eat that meal. Don't sit at home and you've cooked and you eat, and then you get there, oh my God, I like this food, and you eat. That again is not discipline. So if you can manage to eat in a 3-4 hour window, I can tell you from experience that you will do well and you will carry on unconsciously doing it. A lot of people, I met a colleague at work, and that's me almost finishing half a liter. I met a colleague at work, and I couldn't make him out when we went back. And I said, oh my God, Jason, what have you been doing? He said, nothing. I just eat 1 meal a day now. I've done it for 2 years since lockdown. This man was big, and that's all he does. Him at work, he's having a sandwich. And oh, this is my meal. And I keep saying, wow, this is amazing. I said, did you do any research? Like, no. So yeah, that's what I have to share today. I'm going to answer that question I pinned up from Margaret about the calories. I don't want you guys to be counting calories. I'm the queen of calorie counting, right? But when again, you might not have watched the video that I published this morning. What I said is the pro of doing intermittent fasting is you're not prone to keep looking at labels. What does this say? Because you are only eating in a window. And I want you to have the mentality that during that window, you eat as much as you can, healthy choices. Don't count your calories, because trust me, once you've done this for 3 days, you cannot eat more than 1,200 calories because your tummy is going to shrink. After a week, when it's time for you to eat, you'll be like giving excuses not to eat. I'm telling you from experience. I miss fasting, so don't count your calories because it's going to be too cumbersome. Let's finish the next maybe 2 months, and if you guys want long term, I can suggest that if you want to start getting back into some sort of normalcy, you can talk about calorie counting. But once you get used to visualizing food, you'll start knowing, when I see a plate of food without looking at the calories, that I cook, I know what is in it, because I eat a lot of vegetables, which is just spinach, broccoli, carrots, those are nothing, berries, nuts. So when I add any carbs, like the sweet potatoes of this world, the plantain, which is very good for your iron, things like normal potatoes, bulgur wheat, quinoa, couscous, all sorts. My cupboard, my pantry is full, black rice, all sorts. Before I add that, that's when I check for the carbs. But for the things that I eat, I don't really check because I'm eating that one meal. Come on. You don't want to punish yourself double. So just eat what you want during that time. I hope I've answered. And the last thing is vitamins, right? I take cod liver oil. The times that you're fasting, similar to your electrolyte, you can take vitamins. So what I'll say is, let me plan your day tomorrow for you before I end this session. I'll ask for your questions. Get up in the morning tomorrow. It's a fantastic new day. Hopefully God makes us see the next day. And you wake up thinking that lower, I cannot, I'm so hungry. In fact, I don't even know I joined that live session. I'm not able to do it. I'm just going to be quiet. No. I'm watching you. I mean, I'm the eyes in your house. What I'll say you do is you wake up and say, wow, I ate all that crap this summer. That's why I chose the 1st of September. Look at how I look. Look at my tummy. Look at. I always, the particular bulge that almost left when I did the 14-day challenge, and it's come right back. And it's not going away, but guess what? It's going to go. So you get up and you think positive. You think about the fact that if you keep eating and you don't do this challenge, it'll be so hard for you to ever get the motivation to be on a live session with me. I'm boring you, I'm sure, I don't know. But for you to watch me and then go and start eating, I feel like you failed yourself somehow. I'm sorry. So get up in the morning tomorrow, positive, buzzing. You have your, I don't know what you guys drink, is coffee, have your cup of coffee. You can add a little bit of zero, like the red milk, which is a zero fat milk, a little bit. Add a little bit of sweetener. You have it, or if you have your herbal teas, I like lemon and ginger tea. And also, apple cider vinegar is good, but it cannot take it during your time when you're fasting. So when you're about to break your fast, you can have it because it's also good for your system and it helps to curb appetite. So get up in the morning, you can think, I want to have about 4 cups of tea. You can have your black tea, you can have your mint tea, whatever. There's all sorts of teas in the markets now, yeah. And then be busy. Don't be idle. When you're idle, say the idle man is the devil's workshop. I remember that saying when I was younger. And people still use it. So get up. Don't think about food because there's no need. Don't think about food. Think about the ways that you can make money. Think about the ways you can make your family happy. Think about the holiday you're planning. Whatever is your cup of tea or tickles your fancy, think about it. But just know that before you know it, it'll be midday. And then you prepare, you start. I used to look forward to 12 o'clock. I'll come up like, oh, time to prep. And then if I start preparing my food by 1, if you're going to work, do it this night. Or you can buy food tomorrow since you've not meal prepped. But I'll suggest and I'll help you because I'll share old videos of my meal preps, but I'll do a new one. So think about it. If you need to go out to Pret or a restaurant or your cafeteria and buy food, please don't be hard on yourself. Eat at 1 o'clock because it's the first day tomorrow. Drink a lot of water in the meantime. And then you can have your yogurt, whatever. And then once it's 4, drink water and then you zip it. If you like, maybe if you have a glass normally of wine or whatever, have it before 5. But that's a bit odd drinking in the day. So maybe this week you might want to stop that. It'll help you. The calories in alcohol is not worth it. Hello, Prince. Melvin Nation, you're right. Welcome. We're talking about weight loss here, talking about a challenge. So yeah, welcome. So, so do that tomorrow for me and go to bed. You can feel sorry for yourself. No problem. Feel sorry for yourself if you want. Cry, laugh, lament, text me. I don't give my personal number because I might be inundated because I have a lot of requests on Instagram. So feel free to write me on Instagram or the support group, which I'm going to share now on the live chat so that you can go follow me there, and I'll try to send quick recipes there. Text me and say, Lou, I'm really struggling, and I'll give you the right answer. I always do. Anybody on this live who knows me knows that I'll tell you the right thing. Not necessarily to go and eat, but I'll tell you something that might help you. So do that, and then when it's time to go to bed, you'll be so proud of yourself. My goodness. You'll think I smashed the first day like a pro. You'll think that definitely you think that. You'll be so proud of yourself. And the first 3 days are always the hardest. I talked about vitamin, but I got carried away. Just like that, I've had 0.6 liters of water on your life show. So imagine in a day, my goodness, sometimes you can have 5. Water, something will feel big now, but I'll pee it all out and I'll feel great. I'll feel great. Sorry, my night mode is about to come on because I tried to go to bed early. And that brings me to my 2 last points. Going to bed early, please try to sleep. I remember when I started this healthy journey during lockdown, when I went back into being deliberate, my coach at the time, mentor, I call her, she kept saying, sleep, sleep. I thought, sleep. Then I had a business, I had a side hustle, and I had most of my supplies in the Far East in China. So I'll do my day job with 4 kids running up and down for football, and I'll come at night when everybody's sleeping. Gosh, I'll start communicating with my vendors, sometimes till morning, till 6 in the morning. I'm sending them quotes, I'm doing spreadsheets, and then I sleep for 3 hours. And the first week I couldn't lose weight. And I said to her, I said, Mel, I don't understand. She said, how long are you sleeping? And then I said, why? Because when I was growing up, we used to think that when you sleep a lot, you're fat. I don't know where that came from. If you're an African, you can relate. But I think when you have a good night's rest, you will lose weight because your body goes into some sort of fat burning state that you can't do when you're up. So try to sleep. That's why I have my settings at this time, although I don't go to bed, let me not lie, because I have to edit videos and everything, but I try to dim my lights. I try to make sure the kids are, showered in bed. And during school times, they'll go to bed early, so I try to. So if you don't have young kids, or if you don't have kids, please go to bed. Stop scrolling. Stop it. It's addictive, and I've tried to beat that addiction. You see, that's a lot of water, 2 to 3 liters. Thank you. That is a lot of water. And I'm not trying, because some people, when they hear drink water, they just get discouraged. That's why I'm trying to break it really down nice by saying start with 1.5. Because like I said, this is 0.6 liters. So 2 of this is like 1.4. And I drink about 4, so it's about 2 liters. So yeah, try to, I know that it's not easy. As I said, if you need to add lemons to it, you can add, and during your fast time, you can add a bit of lemon when you're fasting to your tea. I have cod liver oil, omega-3, I just had it habit. I have vitamin D because it stabilizes my hormones. You can actually go, if you're a woman and you have hormonal imbalances and mood swings and bloating, my God, I can bloat. So I learned that vitamin D, I've not brought it here, helps with bloating, and it helps regularize your hormones, as well as things like, what is the other one? Oh God, something flour. Oh, anyway, yeah, if anybody knows. And then I also have a multivitamin, it's a vegan one. It's like Vita gummies. Again, people don't like gummies. People believe it has to be capsules. Whatever vitamin you take, try to have it in the morning. And I think I have said everything I have to say about this challenge. It starts tomorrow, and I'm so happy that lots of people have said they want to join. Now, saying it is one, and having me to mentor you is the other. And I'll introduce my channel membership next week, because I get overwhelmed. Guys, like, I keep saying that I'm still new to YouTube, but I've been YouTube for almost 2 years now. Hello. I can't pronounce that, but Disney auntie. Hello. Hi, Helen. Hey, hi. I'm happy you're joining. I'm going to be chasing you because you look already so good. So yes, Helen, I'm going to obviously, I'm always saying you can text me. You have my Facebook, and that'll be good. So the good thing about a support group is you can be vulnerable. When I lost the most weight, it was easy for me because I had a group of ladies. I remember there was one day that I felt so bad because I was not only eating right, I was also on a very strict physical regime, and she'll send it every week, and people were smashing it. Oh, I'll see sweat. I don't sweat much. I'll see sweat. Grace, I'll pin your comments. Nursing mothers, I wouldn't want you to join, my darling. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I've been there a few times. I wouldn't. So you can just watch what you eat. Again, this is an extreme way to lose weight in a healthy manner long term. You don't have to necessarily eat 1 meal a day if you're breastfeeding. I have a lot of videos on healthy what I eat in a day when I eat 3 meals, and they're always under 1,500 calories. And like a nursing mom, certain things that you have to do. Sorry, I digress. I just thought I'd answer that question. What I was saying about um, what I was saying about accountability, right, is sometimes when I feel so bad, I go to the group and I text my coach at the time, and she's like, "Don't worry, those videos were not even from today. Those ladies are making you feel bad. You're doing well." And that's all I needed. And by the end of I think it was 2 months, I won the challenge. I lost the most weight because I'm such a competitive human being that when I want to succeed, I want to succeed. But when we have a group, a support group, and let me pin that. Please, you guys, I'll try to make it in a way that you can all share on the group what you've eaten, and even if it's just a picture, I'll share what I'm having. I'm like, oh, it's midday, I'm eating this. It might inspire you, it might ginger somebody who is like, this thing is fake. It is not. A lot of people fast. People don't tell you. A lot of people fast. So the more the merrier. Share to your friends who want a challenge. And trust me, I am here to mentor. Most of the people I mentor currently on the one-to-one don't want to really come out because they're shy, but I've sent some pictures, and I've been doing this now for a month, a year and a half, and I've helped over 7 women to move from, say, size 20s to size 12s, and they look better than I do right now because, I don't know what's happening, but that's why I want this challenge to work. And yes, do you guys have any questions? I've been talking for 1 hour 15 minutes and I can talk. So please, does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me? Gosh, I'm tired of talking, but I'm not tired. I love to talk. I talked about my channel membership. So if there's no question, I have been doing this, and the questions that I have daily, maybe 15 average on Instagram on my weight loss, and I always diligently answer. I have set meal plans depending on what people want to achieve, and I am introducing to my channel membership. Again, it's only if you want one-to-one coaching, and my channel members will have raw vulnerable videos and maybe one extra video a week of what I eat. And my biggest strength is not really lifting weights, because I'm not going to be doing that on this challenge. I've lifted enough weights in my time. It's really what we consume, because I'm doing my qualifications, my personal experiences, and being a mom, how I look. Thank you, Facebook link. You guys keep asking me. I want to be able to spend my time in a way that I get benefits as well. So that's why I'm introducing membership to my channel. For those who want a bit more from me, I am happy to give that, but there's only one me. So if I had that, it'll kind of give me, oh, I think it's on this form. Sorry, let me just share. I think the link is, I copied it before this live because I knew that. Live chat. I don't even know how this works. I don't know. I'm not really good at live and all. I'm just good at uploading my videos. Just bear with me, guys. Why can't I send messages myself? This is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Let me try my other phone. So yeah, so I'm hoping to be in a position where I can give more one-to-one support, and that's why I am having channel membership. So if you want to find that, I will definitely put out a separate video for my channel members. Maybe today I'll film that video this evening, and explain what they'll expect to get if you are if you are part of my membership. So let me share the Facebook link. I keep talking and nobody has any questions. That's, oh, I've seen it. Copy link. Yeah, thank you, Prince Melvin. Margaret, do you mean we can take the cod liver oil? Yeah, 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 of course. Please take vitamins. Because one thing that you will notice that your lips, if you're like me, unfortunately for me, or fortunately, when I fast, I really find it hard to remember to drink water in the morning. After 3 days of fasting, I have these cracked lips. One, because I don't remember to take my vitamins. But once I've made it a habit now, you don't even have to take cod liver oil. You can just take a multivitamin. Like the most known brand is, I'm just forgetting a lot today. Centrum. There's Centrum for like 50 plus, less than, just multivitamin. I take multivitamins. So please take your vitamins in the morning. It'll give you the burst of energy you need because you might be struggling. And the reason why you're struggling, you're not taking vitamins. Let me watch on a different account and then see if I'm able to share. Sorry, just bear with me. Let me paste. So that's my I hope it's come up. I've used my other account. Yeah, you can take that. Yeah. So I've shared. Hopefully, you guys can see it. I've shared my link to my Facebook group. So you guys feel free to go check it out, and I'll try to make sure the group is friendly enough for you guys to share your recipes, questions, and whatever. Oh, thank you, dear. No, thank you. So please, those of you who've contacted me through YouTube, feel free to contact me through Instagram. It's Luwali. Let me see if I can share my Instagram link as well. Send me your questions, maybe your weight, whatever, and I think we can end this live if there's no other questions so that I don't keep you guys on for too long and people can come back and watch it. To recap, tomorrow we start our 30 days challenge, and at the end, every week you weigh yourself and I'll have a live session, and at the end we shall gather and there'll be a prize. Yes, there'll be a prize. Minus your pride looking good, there'll be another prize that I'll get somebody to sponsor and I'll share it in the next few, I don't know, weeks. But we're here for the long run. We are definitely here for the long run. So let me just share my Instagram so that, let me copy that. I don't even know how this thing, okay, copy link. Life has changed. Everything is so different. So let me, is there anything else? Have I missed any question? If not, then I think once you guys receive, why am I not able to post? Once you guys receive this link, just let me know. I can't actually post this. Okay, I'm able to. Have you guys seen my Facebook link and my Instagram link that I've shared with my other page, Keeping Current with Lua? Have you seen that? If you have, let me know. Any questions? I'll give it 2 minutes and we'll call it a day. And while you guys are on, my God, I have reached very, very big milestones on YouTube. I hit 1 million views. My goodness. Thank you guys. And I have not even thanked my community for 6,000 subscribers because I'm overwhelmed. A lot going on. This, that, work, life. I'm truly, truly, truly grateful. Anybody creating content will tell you how hard it is to look for time. I don't go live. I do videos and it takes hours and hours to edit a video. But I am committed. I love to do it. I love to interact and it's paying off. So I want to say thank you guys for sticking around. As I said, I'm still a newbie because I've been 2 years, but it's 2 years of amazingness. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Should we end it? If you guys want to give me a like and I'll end the live. And please, if you've not liked the video, it helps the algorithms to suggest my videos to more people. And Yes, please follow me on Instagram. It's easier to send messages on Instagram, and I'm trying to be active there. I'm going to try to be more active this month to post a lot of my videos and short recipes. I do a lot of shorts and stuff like that. Okay. And while you guys are on, just tell me where you're watching from. The people I know, like Helena Ash, I know where you're watching from. And Prince Melvin, I don't know where you are. Margaret, I don't know you. Margaret Ijoma. I had my best friend when I was growing up. She was called Ijoma. In Nigeria, we were in Benin, and that was my best friend's name. So when I see Ijoma, I'm like, that was my friend. So tell me, guys, where you guys are watching from. Grace, Bucky, I know that you just followed me. Who else is there? Dear Not. I know Jackie is in the UK. She's my girl. She's been on this channel. Yes, tell me where you're watching from. Guys, don't be ghost watchers. Say hello. Say hello. I hope that you've seen the Facebook link as well, because I'm only seeing the Instagram. Oh yeah, I can see. Hello, neighbor. So you've been quiet on this live. At time, my little sister, she's just literally across the road, and I did a meal prep with Eta once. It was a quick and nice one, and I'll share that for those of you looking for motivation. Alex, oh, Cameroon. Hi, is that Alex I'm thinking, my sister? Hey, hello. Grace Buckley from London, Greenwich. I used to live near Greenwich in London back in the day. Hello, Grace. Nice to meet you. Nice to connect. Let's have a community. Who else is on? Don't hide. Don't be shy. Say hello. Say hello. I'm based in the outskirts of Manchester. So I'm in the UK as well. And I've always been a Mancunian for a long time. So yeah. Who else is on? Who else is on? I'll try to make sure that maybe I do a live every Friday. You're the one. Mami Mona, welcome. You've been hiding. That's my sister. Hi. Hi, Gwala today. Nice to hear from you. And my niece, hope she's good. So yes. What did I want to say? I keep thinking. So if you guys have any questions, please drop in my community tab. And yes, you're welcome, Grace. And let's keep connected. Share. Get more people. Watching from Nigeria, Juliet Opara. Wow. Where in Nigeria, if I may ask? I'm a Nigerian too, so you know, you never know. I'm a Nigerian and I'm a Cameroonian at the same time, depending on who is asking me on what day. I'm a Nigerian by birth and a Cameroonian by parents. So where are you in Nigeria, Juliet? The name Opera sounds like you're from I don't want to say Delta, but maybe Benin. Yeah, tell me, have I guessed close enough? Calabar? Don't keep me hanging, Juliet. Anyway, right. Bye, guys. Julia doesn't want to say more. I'm going to love you all, but leave you. And yes, see you next week. Or is it? Yeah. See you next week, Friday. Abuja. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Same. Almost same. Anyway, yes. So see you next week, and I'll post when I'm going to next go live. And please, if you've got any questions, don't feel bad asking. Let me go and attend to my kids now, get them in bed, and I'll have to edit some videos for you guys. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. And I cannot wait to see you all looking fabulous. By the end of the month, you guys will be all skinny minis. I'm trying to end this life. It's never ever easy to end a life for some reason. Yes, I want to. Good night, neighbor. Bye. The journey begins. It starts, and I cannot wait to get all of your responses and the growth. Please send me your before pictures and your measurements. You can do that. I'm going to give the winner a special prize. I always give. So yeah, bye bye. Bye. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bye.